Hey guys, it's Jess with Virtually Visual, and today I have the honor of ranking the My Little Space top 5 entries for the 3D Albanian challenge. So this is a really fun thing. I'm really lucky to get to be a juror. I really appreciate that they wanted me to do that, and I'm really excited to officially rank these. So I am going to include some short clips following this intro, just where I first initially gave my very first reaction to seeing them. So you'll see that, and then I'll follow that up with more clips of me right here talking through how I'm ranking them and why. So keep on watching for the first initial reactions.
Okay, so this is my first reaction to one by ANXHLELO. Dang, okay, hold on. Let me turn down the volume for this one so I can talk. I really love... There's so much detail in this one. I think there's we have totally 3 different characters, and oh my gosh, there's even one guy getting shot and then he falls into the grave. I love that this isn't a traditional room as well. It was done really well. There's a lot of really good storytelling here. I'm gonna move on now to the next one, but that was the one by ANXHELO. The next one is called Candyland Animation, and it's by Sepher Lacey. Oh, this is so cute. Oh my gosh. Let me put this one on loop so I can just play it over and over again. I love the grass and the lighting and the macarons and the little truck. Oh, this is so cute. I think this one's super vibrant and makes me really want to transport myself here and eat some of these goodies, especially the pie that was just baked. Even just the frosting and the way that was kind of sculpted at the top. That's really cool. Okay, next one we have is called Containment Protocol by Trey Cochran. Okay, so we got a sci-fi one here. This is really cool. Oh, I love it. Data being transported somewhere. And I'm also seeing that this particular, I don't know, data center or transfer thing is in the middle of what looks like icy water. It also kind of reminds me of the video game Horizon Zero Dawn and Horizon Forbidden West, and the way data gets transferred, and there are cybertronic animals and different things in the game, and lots of cables like this we have in the scene. That looks really cool. There's a ton of detail in this. Yeah, really great job. I love these colors. It reminds me a lot of Tron Legacy, which I love. And next up we have the submission from Acoustic Guitar Dude. Oh, this is so fun. You've got 2 stories in a room. It's a poly station. You've got a downstairs living area where is it, what movie is on the screen? Is it Wolf of Wall Street or something? But then we have arcane stuff in the top room and the bedroom and painting and the piano. This looks like a really nice setup for a room. I want to definitely take a visit to this room. Oh, and you've got a really nice curtain animation and some winding stairs. This is super well done. Okay, and the final one is by Samuel Mema, and this is Room Final. Oh my goodness. So this one looks like a skyscraper of some sort, and we've got a military guy coming in, bursting in the window, and looks like he's shooting the 2 characters we have in the actual living room scene. I wonder if he kind of busts some guys doing planning some kind of crime or something. Even the glass scattering on the ground after the guy breaks through looks really good. I'm really impressed there, and the way you did the gunshots. And also this is a skyscraper type building, so I think it's really interesting that you took the approach of making it look taller on top and bottom like it's a skyscraper, and then putting it pretty high up in the air. Even though I think his rope on the military guy kind of gets cut when he comes in through the window, which is cool because I think that probably would happen with the glass. So that was smart, and yeah, you just really textured this really nicely as well. That's just kind of my initial thoughts right now on all of these. I'm gonna talk some more on this in the next clip, which will be the next day. I just wanted to record my initial reaction.
Okay, so those are my first gut reactions to all of the renders. So I'm now going to rank each of these and tell you why I'm ranking them there. So out of the top 5, for 5th place, I'm going to put Trey Cochran's render in here, which is Containment Protocol. And this is the one that is the really cool sci-fi, almost Tron colored one we have here, where we've got some kind of like data transfer and just some really cool imagery going on with the lighting and the glitching effects and just the environment as well, the like subtle water and landscape going on in the background. I think the design is really cohesive and really cool. And I really love how you've just crafted this kind of otherworldly mechanism here in the center. So yeah, I really love this one. I think the colors you've chosen and the idea here, the like sci-fi world building that you went with is really, really interesting. So yeah, I was really excited to see this render, and I'm going to be ranking yours as in the top 5 for number 5. So that is Trey's, and let's move on to 4th place. Okay, so for 4th place, we are going to take a look here at Samuel Mema's render, and I'm going to mute it. But there's some really good audio design in this one as well, so I think just huge kudos to not only the visual, but the audio aspect that's included. I'm rating this one 4th, and I really think this was a creative take on the actual surrounding atmosphere, because even though the room is square, it almost looks like it is taller than a square. Like it looks like it's a little bit more rectangular, and I think that's just the illusion that's created because of these skyscrapers around it and the fact that we add kind of a level to the top and bottom of the room to make it look like it's part of a skyscraper. So I think that was really creative, and I think there's just a lot going on here that makes me want to rank it as 4th. Just you've got really cool interaction of all these characters, and it makes me want to know more about like the story that you have, like why is he breaking in, what's the like crime being committed, or what's going on here in this scene. I also think the use of the different like neon lights both in the room and outside of the room is really cool, and I think overall the simulation of the glass breaking also really, really works really well. And even the fact that the rope gets cut when he comes into the window, I think that's clever, just because of the broken glass. So yeah, I love the colors. I love the uniqueness of the atmosphere and the kind of illusion of it being taller than it actually is. So really well done. Okay, for 3rd place, we are going to look at this acoustic guitar dude render. I'm not actually sure who did this one, or it might be ARENC, I think is the name of the winner. So if that's correct, I hope I said that right. But Acoustic Guitar Dude is the 3rd place. This one, I think I chose 3rd just because there's a ton of detail at work here, and it looks really real. Like the realism here in the layout of the bottom level and the top level is really creative. It looks like an actual space someone might tour, like at a home. You've got a really clever, just structure here. And I also think the detail is really immaculate in this one. You've got like actual posters and a light setup, like a gaming setup there. And I think all the items you've placed in the scene really feel real and like something you would actually have in maybe your own space or wherever this is in your imagination. So I think it just feels really real and grounded. And then also like the landscapes, I think really pull it together as well. Like we've got some really realistic trees and plant scattering, and also the water is really interesting. I think the way we have light kind of moving into the water looks really nice. And even the fact that you've got the cute little winding staircase, I think that is really fun in the curtain simulation. So, and I didn't even notice the first time I watched this, I didn't even notice that the guy is sitting outside on his little patio or deck. I totally missed that the first time. So I feel like there's a lot of detail in this one that you catch the more you watch it. So I thought it was really interesting. Tons of really cool little props and very grounded, realistic design. So this one is 3rd place. Moving on to 2nd, we have Sepher Lacey's submission. This is Candyland Animation. And I thought this one was really unique and really, really bright and colorful and pretty different from the rest. I chose this for 2nd just because I thought it was a much different take and also a very cute take. And I personally am a sucker for some fun colored things, but I think also the design is just really cohesive and fun, and I love that you have the oven opening and the pie is coming out of the oven when you do that, and I think you nailed the whole Candyland design. I think all of these items look really like something that would be in the Candyland game in the world. I think the truck is really fun too, the little ice cream truck, and the little windmill really pulls it together. A lot of the materials too are really, really nice, like the material on the suckers and the gummy bear really stand out to me. And I just think the overall style is super fun and fresh. So, and I don't mean that as a baked good pun, but it could work that way. This is Zephyr's, and this is second place. Let's move on to first. All right, so coming in hot in first place, we got Anxhelo or Anxhelo, Anxhelo. I'm really, really sorry if I'm pronouncing this incorrectly, but your render made first place. And I think anyone watching this one is just going to see that there is so much going on here. It's so much detail, and yet you really don't get lost in all of that. You're not cluttered in all the detail. I think it's got a really cohesive vision, and the actual story at play feels really palpable and just really interesting. I think it makes you want to dive in. The color scheme is also really interesting. It looks like something that might be in like a film. You've got that really dark and moody, almost Batman kind of color scheme going on. And the fact that you have this guy getting shot and then falling into the grave that's already been prepared. It's kind of like, it makes me want to know more about the story, and it makes me curious, why are they being executioners? Who's dying and why? And I think there's also different skulls around the scene, like looks like animal skulls and other bones. And it just, the graves themselves are really interesting. Even the angel statues and the crow that's resting on the top of one of the pillars. Overall, I just think the story is really clear here and really makes me want to know more. So I think that's a really huge draw to why it's being chosen for first place. But yeah, I think beyond that, the movement of the trees with the wind is really, really well done. The rain and the lightning flashing looks very realistic. I almost don't even see it because it feels so natural and so real. So that's just a huge compliment to your work, and even the way it's interacting with the ground. So really, really great job. I think the color scheme, the actual props, the texturing, the story, the simulation, really masterfully done here. So that's why I'm putting it in first place. Huge congrats to all the people who made top 5, and well deserved to all of you. You guys did a really great job. And to others who maybe didn't make top 5, you all put in a ton of hard work, and you should be proud of that work that you did. It's easy to get lost in whether or not you win or lose, but it's a huge importance to the actual growth process just to learn and to try. So don't be down if you didn't make top 5. I think everybody did such a great job. Really grateful to be a jury member. I think it's such an honor to get to review some of these awesome 3D creations. You guys are so talented, and I just feel honored to get to create in a space among you. So yeah, just thank you so much, and keep creating. I just feel so humbled by the immense talent out there. That's all I have to say today. Congrats to everybody who participated, who won, and just joined the challenge. I think this is awesome, and I'm excited to see what you guys will do in the future. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next video. See ya.